now, KLBK's first warning weather with meteorologist Jack Maney.
We're starting out this morning very, very cold, and you are definitely going to want to take a jacket with you because we're about a full 20 degrees colder than we were this time 24 hours ago. Right now, thankfully though, our temperatures are not coinciding with a lot of strong wind, and we are keeping those wind chill values in check as we are right now registering no wind whatsoever up at the Preston Smith Airport, but generally about 5 to 10 mile per hour breezes will be common across the area throughout the morning with occasional calm periods as well. 21 degrees, dew point temperature of 18, so we've got a relative humidity value at 88% as those two values come closer together, so you might see a little bit of frost on your windshield this morning if you leave your car outside during the overnight, and even colder temperatures out to the north and west. It's 17 degrees in Dimmitt and Friona, 15 in Clovis, 19 for Dora, New Mexico, Levelland at 21, Lubbock showing 21 to 23 degrees depending on where you are in town. Different sensors sometimes show slightly different temperatures, and then out to the east, middle 20s for most of the folks out in the rolling plains. Very cold today with that wind chill value now getting down as low as, wow, 3 degrees Fahrenheit up there in Dimmitt. They just had a little bit of a gust move through there, so yeah, bitterly cold temperatures outside right now. If you see any wind gusts, then you can definitely expect those wind chill values to feel at least briefly like the teens and maybe even the single digits. Now this afternoon we are going to improve somewhat. We'll get above freezing by about 10 o'clock in the morning and a high temperature of 44 degrees this afternoon, but the sunshine's going to be a little bit more limited this evening as we bring in more high level cloud cover throughout the day. Highs mostly in the middle 40s across the region, as between about 43 degrees there in Rawls, and also for Floydada and Silverton, 44 here in the hub city, 45 down in Tahoka, Brownfield also 45. Mostly just a chilly day for the whole area. And then we're going to be starting out this morning clear. We'll see sunshine for the first few hours of the day, but then a wave of high cloud cover is going to be moving on in, and that could become nearly fully overcast at times. We will see at least a few gaps in it, a few rays of sunshine making their way through, but this afternoon definitely not going to be quite as bright and sunny as it was yesterday. That'll be helping to keep us chilly behind that cold front that's now moving through South Texas. The system that's giving us that cold front is now over the west near Lake Superior up there in eastern Minnesota. That's going to continue to move on off towards the east quickly. High pressure building in from the Gulf of Mexico will give us a sharp warm up. By Friday we'll be right back into the 70s after this sharp cool down, but then another storm system coming on out from California. That's going to be passing to our north, doing a very similar job of pushing a cold front in, but not providing a ton of lift to get any showers and storms going. We're going to have that high pressure ridge sitting a little too close to us. That'll keep the jet stream just to our north up there over the central Great Plains, but we will at least see a tiny bit of moisture by the end of this week. Wind speeds also as well. Coming up ahead of that front, we could see some wind gusts around 40 to 45 miles per hour, maybe even a little bit stronger in a few locations up towards the north on Friday ahead of that next cold front. Comes on in during the overnight hours, and really this looks almost exactly the same as that system that came through yesterday with that cold front. We'll see a lull in wind speeds later on the evening on Friday, and then winds pick back up with cooler air blowing on in behind the cold front. And this time there will be just a little bit of moisture out ahead of that front that it can interact with and might try to produce a wave of light showers across the region on Saturday during the evening hours, but it looks like that is going to be more on the light side if they even really do come together enough to get precipitation all the way to the ground. So this is not going to be a major precipitation event, but we might pick up just a little bit of extra rainfall, and we could always use a little bit more of that. 30% chance of showers Saturday. It will definitely be overcast Saturday and Sunday, so it's not looking like it's going to be all that pretty of a weekend with cloudy conditions Saturday and Sunday, keeping the clouds around into Monday as well. But temperatures once again warming up into the 70s. We're going to continue on this roller coaster ride. Several more dips and valleys coming up for the next 7 days.